Welcome to City News. Today we are going to interview some characters of iRobot book. So first I'm going to go to Mr. Asimov. So please come here, Mr. Asimov. Welcome, Mr. Asimov. Today we are discussing your book iRobot. So my first question is, where do you born and when is your birthday day?
Okay, hello, Miss Elizabeth.
Hello.
Well, I born in January 2 in Petrovic, Russia in 1920, and I was an American author.
Oh, I really interested in the science fiction of your books. How old were you when you beginning to write your first book?
Well, in the magazine Pulse, I started writing my first story, The Science of Fiction, and I already had 19 years.
If you had to choose three of your books, which will be?
Well, if I had to decide, three books are the Robot series Nightfall, The Bicentenarian Man, and finally iRobot.
Uh, Give us a little introduction about your book iRobot, please.
Well, this is science fiction book. It's about the beginning of the creation of robots and the different situations that scientists must discover according the use of the three laws of robots and the change that the laws produce.
Okay, thanks for coming today.
Okay, thank you, Miss Elizabeth.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, we continue with some of the characters of iRobot book. So please come here, Dr. Calvin. Okay, hi, Miss Calvin. So welcome today.
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for inviting me.
Okay, Miss Calvin. The first thing is, can you tell us about your life and what are you doing in US Robot Enterprise?
Of course. Well, I graduated from Columbia University in 2003 and I was engaged in cybernetics. I want to tell you that all I had done was in 2008 that I started to work in robot psychologist. And I want to tell you that I really love what I do in US Enterprise and I really love that.
Okay, so where did you build your first robot?
Well, I haven't created any robot, but I have learned how to calculate the parameters that we need to establish the possible variants of the positronic brain to construct brains on a paper. That is a type of robot that responds to certain stimulus, and those things helps to humans to understand the way that the robots function.
Okay, so if you had been a worker in a company with robots, you will have a big competition because that what people say about robots. So, are you agree or disagree with that? And what do you think about that?
Well, I disagree because I don't think so. I think that humans are really important in the world, and without them, maybe robots can exist. So, all the advances in technology and all the things that are necessary in our world were doing by humans. With this, I want to say that robots are not available to living in habitable worlds, but they were created for service to humans. But they can be as humans as we are.
Oh, okay. So that sounds really interesting, Miss Kavi. And that's all for today. And thanks for coming.
Okay, thanks, Elizabeth.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now we continue with our invite, a robot. So come on, robot.
Hi, Miss Elizabeth.
So, what would have happened when you didn't work?
Powell said that I worked perfectly. When I they washed me, but on three different occasions when he had he hadn't washed him. If they had come back on Shandor, I wouldn't have go after them.
After that, what had they done?
One of them, Powell, he had took his handbook of the robotics, that page down of one side of his desk. I wouldn't enter, and he closed the door, shutting behind me. After that, Powell sat somberly. Hi, though. How have you feel?
But Powell was angry with you?
Not. He said me you're established road, except that you're behind equipped to handle six subsidiaries in direct coordination. But it worked well. Powell wouldn't introduce any path map in brain.
So, could you tell me when were robots uncontrolled in mining?
Donon and Greg, look at them. They hadn't gonna map in their roads. The attitude was noticed by them. If Donan tried to connect by radio, they would answer him.
And how finishes this?
Greg talked about electrical circle that it can be shortened from the Rex and study if the robotics acts by itself. The intensity of the activity of the body. They will need locate special, very specific coordination.
Hi, thanks for coming today. Bye.
Okay, that was all for today. See you the next program with another interesting book and continue with city news. Bye.